Hey, I just wanted to hop on here a second and just talk about something. I know that a lot of ladies and men can resonate with this. Has your cheat day lasted 3 years or 5 years or 5 months, whatever? I know this happened to me. I was really healthy. I was doing like hot yoga and not eating a lot and, trying to eat healthy. I was drinking alcohol, but, trying to do my water, eat lean cuisine, do some cooking at home, not overeat as much as I could. And then I met my husband and we started dating. Okay, so we started going out to eat. We started eating desserts together. We started, he did not want to share dessert, so we would each order a dessert, and then he would have some of mine too. Um, so it it was a recipe for obviously weight gain, missing workouts. I was working 7 on, 7 off, and um, that means 7 days on, so or working, and then 7 days off work. And I would take the stairs, eat hummus, eat guacamole, veggies, try to really eat clean. And then the week I would see him, I would eat out, eat dessert. We would get Easter candy and drink milk and eat the candy on the way home in the car, like a half gallon of milk. Crazy habits, right? We would not exercise. We were, when I was working, I was like swimming laps in the pool and running and training for a half marathon and doing kettlebell workouts. But when I was with him, I was not exercising, like I said, eating crazy. And my pants got to where they did not fit well. And I said, I'm just going to buy some new ones, a couple pair of new ones, a higher size, bigger size, until I can get back into these smaller ones. Okay. We've been married. This year will be 5 years. And last August, I threw out those smaller clothes. I know y'all can relate, right? Last August, I was convinced I was never getting back into my pre-married size, or, because I was the largest I had ever been in my life. I had had a baby. I had all this fat around my midsection, and it was just not a good place for me to be mentally, obviously. I had been exercising, and I was just really still struggling, even though I was consistently exercising, doing some workouts I gotten from physical therapy. And my husband was also struggling. He had put on weight and didn't like the way he looked, and he said his face was fat and he didn't like that. And he didn't have to get bigger clothes because for some reason men can just wear their clothes usually. He could gain 15 pounds and still wear his clothes. I don't understand that. But then we found this program in April, okay? And we were looking for a lifestyle change. I kind of tricked him into doing it with me. I said, hey, it's half off for you to sign up too. Why don't you just do it with me? And then we started watching these little training videos. And he said, I will do this for 6 weeks with you, but that is it. That's all I'm going to do, We had previously taken pills to lose weight. We had joined Weight Watchers, so it only lasted about 2 or 3 weeks. We had done all kinds of things. He had fasted for 40 days in the past and then lost 15 or 18 pounds and put it all back on. He had even fasted for 21 days and drank nothing but bone broth and apple cider vinegar and water, and that was it, y'all. So, have you done any of these strategies and done the yo-yoing like we had? We would get down and then we would put it all back on, and we would exercise and hate each other running on the treadmill in the gym at our little apartment gym, and just hate getting up early like that. And then try our best. I had run half marathons. I'd done all kinds of things. But now I found something that works. It's a sustainable lifestyle change. That's what we needed. We didn't need to just be doing all these crazy things, starving ourselves, working out real hard one day and then quitting the next. We wanted something that didn't require a bunch of supplement purchases, didn't require a bunch of crazy 2 hour a day, 3 a day workouts. We wanted something we could do and stick to. And that's what we found last April with the faster way to fat loss. It doesn't require any supplements. You track macros, which are carbs, fat, and protein in MyFitnessPal. Soon there will be a faster way to fat loss app that we track in that's not out yet. You get to be in an accountability group, virtual accountability group. You have 15 to 20 minute, not 15, 25 to 30 minute workouts 5 days a week. They focus on rest. You rest 2 days a week. It focuses on whole food, gluten-free, dairy-free nutrition, which is awesome because we're getting away from a lot of chemicals in our diet and in our bodies. And you get me as a coach to help you and answer all the questions, okay? It's a 7-week program right now. The first week is prep week. The next 6 weeks, you implement the process. We focus on progress over perfection, which means during this 15-week process that we've been doing this lifestyle, we have gone off for 2 weeks, solid weeks, with the food, okay? I don't recommend this because you feel bad when you eat bad, but we did. We went on a cruise and had dessert every night, but we fasted breakfast and we did the workouts, or fasted all of breakfast, the 16-hour fast per day, and then did the workouts. We went out of town to visit family and didn't have the food we needed and kind of just went off the rails there, went out and ate with the family, whatever food they had that day. And it was not gluten-free or dairy-free, ate a lot of ice cream, then got back on it when we got back into town. And our results are still amazing. I'm going to post some updated result photos and measurements for y'all this week. So it's definitely sustainable, definitely something you can do when you have kids, or my child eats the food I eat. People who are in my program eat the food. Their children eat the food that they're cooking at home. It's not a specific thing that you have to cook. It's not you buy the food from me. You go to the grocery store. I teach you how to shop and eat whole food and gluten-free and dairy-free. I share recipes with you. I support you the whole time. So that community piece and the fitness and nutrition really makes a huge difference, okay? The community is the big deal. Next, I just want to tell you our story. We were feeling tired all the time, needing caffeine, having that afternoon lull, just tired, sleepy, fatigued, anxious, not sleeping well. Then we changed our diet to the whole food and the gluten-free and exercising. We are stronger than we've ever been in our lives. Joel was having some shoulder and knee pain before he started, and now he doesn't have that anymore. He can do these workouts that are high intensity interval training and weightlifting. I am stronger than I've ever been. I have muscles in my arms. My arms don't jiggle anymore when I move them, which is amazing. I love the way I'm looking. I'm in a smaller size clothes. Overall, lost a bunch of inches, at least 25 inches. Joel has lost 16 the last time we measured him. He's gained a lot of muscle mass, so he doesn't have the inches as much as I do, but his waist is smaller. His clothes are getting too big on him, and so are mine. It's awesome. We're sleeping better. We're feeling better. We're not having to use a lot of caffeine unless we don't get enough sleep. When I work the night shift, I drink some coffee, black coffee, maybe some almond milk in my coffee and some stevia because I'm staying up all night. Obviously, I'm going to be tired. But when we get adequate sleep, we're not as tired and as we were. We feel good. And that is huge. I wouldn't even care if I did not lose a pound with faster rate of fat loss. I am so happy with the other benefits of the inches and the way I feel and my relationship with food. I'm not wanting to stress eat all the time and craving sweets like I was. I'm not, I'm able to complete a workout with strength training, which is amazing because I started with 5 to 10 pound weights, which is what I recommend to all my clients. And now I can lift 15 pound dumbbells on each arm. And I really need, for some of the moves, 20 pounds on each arm because they're not challenging any longer. I'm going to have to get some more weights. I've got a 25-pound kettlebell I've been using for some of the workouts. Now that I'm doing that, I'm sweating and I'm feeling fatigued, and those are good things for the weight training. You want to feel to where you want it to be hard just for that 30 minutes, and so you'll have your results. I'll just say this. Intermittent fasting is, all of this is based on science. Intermittent fasting has been shown to increase growth hormone, which increases lean muscle mass. Excuse me. Let me get a little drink of water. The Alabama allergies are getting to me, I'm telling you. I have some articles about different things like carb cycling and intermittent fasting in the link in my bio on Facebook, so go on and look at that. But what we do is we start with an 8 to 12 hour fasting window, and then we gradually increase it to 16 hours. And we're not starving ourselves. We are eating all of our calories or macros in an 8-hour period per day. So you would be surprised at the amount of food that we eat per day. And my clients are like, I cannot eat all this. This is crazy what you're asking me to do. But you will have amazing results doing that. We want to fuel our body so we can participate in the workouts. And then on the low carb day, we deplete our glycogen stores so that we can burn fat better. That's the point of doing the low carb. The ladies do the low carb 2 days a week, and the men 3 days a week. So let me just say this about intermittent fasting. I used to get hypoglycemic because I was a carb burner or a carb eater. Love carbs. I get angry when I don't have my carbs. But now, and I tried other programs in the past that were just low carb all the time. I cannot do that. I cannot do keto, y'all. It is way too much fat and way too little carbs. So like today is regular macro day. That means I get to eat up to 230 carbs per day on regular macro day. And everybody's is different, but that's a lot considering usually low carb day is less than 50 grams of net carbs. And I'm going to eat a sweet potato at lunch. I'm going to have some green beans. I'm going to have a banana and peanut butter later. I'm going to have another sweet potato at dinner. I'm going to have some oatmeal that's gluten-free with berries and nuts on it. I mean, you don't have to feel deprived and angry on this. It's amazing. And your sugar craving will go away. And if you still have a sweet tooth, we do a treat day every Saturday. We do it on leg day because that you burn a lot of calories when you exercise your legs, and that's the leg day workout. But you have a treat. You can have something that's not gluten-free, that has dairy. You can have ice cream or pizza or whatever your treat that you would love, a donut, and just fit it into your macros, and you aren't depriving yourself, And if you do eat a cookie on a day that's not a treat day, just move on. Count it in your macros and move on. We're focusing on progress, because if you're eating cookies and candies all day, every day, drinking a bunch of Cokes, and then you stop doing that, that's progress, girl, for real. Anyway, so there's science behind intermittent fasting. When you eat, your body digests, and the nutrients are released into the blood. The body has excess fuel and it's stored as fat. And thanks to insulin, which your body usually will produce, your fat, when you fast, your body has to rely on energy stores by burning fat and glycogen. So when you're intermittently fasting, you train your body to burn the fat instead of the that is stored in your body, instead of storing the fat. And the fasting affects the body's hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin and insulin. And some studies have shown that it may also have an effect on the hypothalamus that causes weight loss benefits. So those things are amazing, obviously. People who have done this program. It's been out 3 years now. It's a fairly new program, Faster Way to Fat Loss is, but people who've done it in the past have even found that it can affect your hormones as far as being able to increase your fertility. It's not really that's just like an added benefit. It can help with things like rheumatoid arthritis. Getting off the gluten and dairy can decrease inflammation in your body, cause you less pain. Also, and the getting off gluten and dairy could also help you if you have hypothyroidism. It's recommended. It's okay for people with diabetes, except for you can have some modifications, and you need to do it under the discretion of your physician. But there are people who are breastfeeding, people who are pregnant can continue this lifestyle. They don't recommend you change up a bunch of stuff when you're pregnant, but if you get pregnant while you're on it, there's some modifications we make, and then we just continue on. And it's okay to eat whole food and do dairy-free, gluten-free when you're pregnant. That would be recommended to have high protein to prevent preeclampsia, and have a healthy pregnancy, not gain a whole bunch of weight, and just the regular amount expected, and continue to be active and just adjust your activity as you grow. But also, you can definitely do this while you're breastfeeding. So if you have had a baby recently and you are breastfeeding the baby, you don't have to wait to do this. There are some modifications we make with the carbs and everything, and I would be able to coach you through that and help you with that. If you are interested in this at all, if you have any questions, post them below. I'm available to ask. If you have questions that you don't want to post below, go on and reach out to me by private message. I would love to answer any questions. I hope that I provided you some helpful information and spoke to you on a way that you can relate. Obviously, I could relate to this. I was just thinking about that after getting married and dating and, struggling for years with weight. I finally found something that could be helpful, and I'm more mindful now, and over the past couple years after having a child, of what I'm putting in my body as far as everything, food, cosmetics, the cleaning supplies I'm using, because y'all, anything that touches your skin, you don't even have to ingest it. Anything that touches your skin goes into your bloodstream quickly. Okay, I think it's like 30 seconds it gets into your bloodstream. So just think about that. I want y'all to be healthy. I want you to be whole. I want to help you prevent cancer. Try to do better, okay, with your cosmetics, with your cleaning supplies, with your food. Those things we want to try to eat cleaner and have less ingredients. I want you to be strong and healthy and love yourself and feel good. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.